Nico Hulkenberg won Le Mans while racing in a full F1 season last year, which proves his pure speed, racecraft and versatility. His Force India team are also at our disposal for the afternoon to try and uncover the secrets behind the visor. These state-of-the-art glasses are actually just mounting frames for 5 tiny infrared cameras. They sense eyeball movement and transpose it onto a forward-facing micro camera. So not only does this track the position and focus of Hulkenberg's eyes, it also allows us to measure reaction times while giving us the first true camera angle of what a Formula One driver sees. But while it's all a new point of view for us, it's old hat for the driver. First of all, the eyes have to adjust from a dark garage to a bright sunny circuit. But once they do, the big surprise is how busy the eye is. This is partly because the human eye has a relatively small focal point, so makes for a pretty lousy camera, but luckily the brain is a brilliant processor and fills in the gaps to create what we call peripheral vision. The quick movement of the eye between focus points is called a saccade. And what makes the best F1 drivers different to you and me is that they can train their brain to speed up these movements and understand the new information quicker, thereby taking in and processing more information than us mere mortals could ever hope to do. It's like some kind of supersense. For example, let's analyse leaving the pit lane and joining the track. Nico instinctively checks the mirror, but it only takes him 100 milliseconds, what we know as a tenth of a second. This is approaching the shortest amount of time a human can look at something and take in the information he sees. On the road, you or I would typically need a minimum of half a second to look in our rear view mirrors and be able to recognise an object. Go! Sounded pretty fast to me. Let's have a look at that in closer detail. When red turns green, eye tracking data reveals that Nico's reaction time is near enough superhuman. He fixates on the red light, and when it changes to green, his reaction time is just under 100 milliseconds. That's quicker than a tenth of a second. Coming into the pits. Hulkenberg looks for the very clear black and white pit sign that denotes the start of the pit lane speed limit. It's a quick left and then right, and then an automatic reflex to push the green neutral button. But what the eye tracking technology shows us is that he's not even looking at the button. What he's looking out for is the striped glove of the front left mechanic. That is his visual reference points for a pit stop or a quick nose change. When you consider all of this, it's understandable why the likes of Nico Hulkenberg seem relaxed and calm out of the car. While they might seem like chilled out sportsmen, what they're really doing is just saving mental energy for what really matters when the visor comes down on a Sunday afternoon. And that's racing.